severe plaque psoriasis. Now, there's Skyrizi. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clearer skin at 4 months after just 2 doses.
Skyrizi may increase your risk of infections and lower your ability to fight them. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fevers, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or coughs, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Talk to your dermatologist about Skyrizi. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
It's optimistic, hopeful. Who doesn't love a good dog?
Only E.T. can take you behind the scenes of Tom Hanks' new apocalyptic movie, Finch. Join us on Monday for that. We're also kicking off Halloween week at Universal Studios Hollywood.
But before Halloween week is my Christmas movie this Friday, tonight.
That's a great point. We're going to celebrate Christmas. Danica, thank you so much for being here, though.
Oh, my gosh, my pleasure.
By the way, tune in tonight for You, Me, and the Christmas Trees on the Hallmark Channel. It's Christmas, y'all. But before we go, it's not easy being green. And no one knows that more than the star who is hanging with our Nichelle Turner right now.
Yo, guys, we're ending the week with the biggest star on the planet. I am with the icon.
Happening now.
The man accused of killing his wife back in 2019, Andre McDonald, in a courtroom today for a bond reduction hearing. We'll have more on the result of that hearing, as well as why this trial may be in jeopardy to begin next month.
And I'll be back in a bit to get you prepared for your weekend weather, along with our next cold front.
Have a complaint with a company? It's easy enough to vent on social media. Coming up, the best way to complain and get results. The news at 5 starts right now.
First at 5, his bond has been lowered, but the man accused of killing and burning his wife is not expected to get out of jail. Andre McDonald, the Air Force major, appearing in court today for a pretrial hearing.
His bond lowered in one of the 2 charges he's facing. Erica Hernandez was at the hearing and explains why the prosecution might not be ready for trial on November 8th.
Andre McDonald, for now, will remain in jail after visiting Judge Raymond Angelini only lowered bond on the tampering with evidence charge from $300,000 to $100,000. The bond of $450,000 for the murder charge will remain the same.
He should have been released today, and it's a shame that no one wants to, I guess, fade that kind of heat with the public for the system having to release somebody.
McDonald is charged with the 2019 murder of his wife, Andreen McDonald. Her remains were found after a 4-month search on private property in far North Bexar County. His attorney, John Convery, also explained that the state is not ready for trial and hasn't submitted all the evidence to him. 2 years after the event, you heard kind of the finger pointing back and forth between the sheriff and the district attorney's office. It's really a mess. During today's hearing, the prosecution said they only recently got the new evidence because the previous sheriff's office detective had retired, and the new detective on the case had recently found another disc containing about 100,000 items on it.
We're moving as fast as we can and expeditiously as we can.
The judge giving the prosecution a 2-week deadline to turn over that evidence, but because of how much is left to go over, it could put the start date of this trial in jeopardy. The next hearing on this case is on November 5th. It's a discovery hearing on that new evidence, and we'll also find out then if this trial will start on November 8th. At the Kathleen Reeves Justice Center, Erica Hernandez, KSAT 12 News.
The trial of a man facing a first-degree murder charge in his wife's death is set to begin Monday. Jury selection in the murder trial of Luis Benevinto wrapped up today. He's accused of killing his wife, Alicia Willis, during an argument back in 2019. The 62-year-old victim was shot multiple times at a home in the 6900 block of Lucky Path in West Bexar County. She was later pronounced dead at a hospital. Bexar County Sheriff's deputies at the time said the couple was arguing, and at some point, Benevinto shot Willis. If found guilty, Benevinto faces 5 to 99 years in prison.
Now to a defender's update in the upcoming public corruption trial of Michelle Barrientos Vela. Bexar County District Attorney Joe Gonzalez now fighting back to stay on the case. In a motion filed this week, the lead prosecutor in the case said there is no evidence the DA's office has any conflict of interest. The motion referring to claims made by the ex-constable's attorneys regarding comments made by Gonzalez's one-time political consultant. In June, that consultant, Robert Vargas III, was accused of saying that he would run an opponent against the judge in the case if she didn't, quote, do the right thing, unquote. Parientes Vela's attorneys say that Vargas's close political ties to the DA have created a conflict of interest. They say the former constable, who faces 5 public corruption charges, cannot receive a fair trial. The case now tentatively scheduled to go to trial in early December.
Right now, Crime Stoppers needs help solving a murder.
50-year-old Roy Salinas Jr. fatally stabbed outside of a convenience store last month. Investigators say the victim was drinking with a group of people in the parking lot of a picnic convenience store in the 100 block of Enrique Barrera Parkway back on September 24th.
They say a man in this dark Chevy pickup truck parked at a gas pump, got out, and stabbed Salinas multiple times. The suspect then took off running on West Commerce. If you have any information, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers at 210-224-STOP. The Centers for Disease Control giving the green light for more COVID-19 boosters, as well as mixing and matching vaccines for that shot. Starting today, booster shots are more widely available for those meeting eligibility requirements. ABC's Dan Lieberman reports.
Vote number 1 passes with 15 yeses and 0 noes.
The CDC director signing off on unanimous recommendations from its advisory panel, clearing the way for booster shots to be more widely available at doctors' offices, pharmacies, and vaccination sites. All now have vaccine booster doses available.
The boosters are really helpful. While the vaccines are working well in preventing severe infections, we are seeing breakthroughs, and we see very clear evidence now that boosters, especially for high-risk individuals, make an enormous difference in reducing those infections.
Government officials say the priority still remains getting first shots to people who are unvaccinated. About 2/3 of people who are fully vaccinated are eligible for a booster. Those who got the Moderna shots have to wait at least 6 months after their initial vaccination, be at least 65 years old, or be at a high risk of contracting the virus. Johnson & Johnson at least 2 months after.
For the vast majority of people who likely did very well with their original vaccine that they got, it would be just fine for them to go ahead and get that original vaccine again. But there may be people who have a preference for whatever reason to get something else. We would encourage them to discuss it with their physician or pharmacist.
The FDA Advisory Committee will meet Tuesday on whether to give emergency use authorization for young children. From there, the FDA itself and the CDC will need to sign off, a process that can take several days, with shots that could be available for young children in early November. Dan Lieberman, ABC News, New York.
For many families, the pandemic put a halt on travel, especially at the height of it. But tourism is ramping back up in San Antonio.
And as concerns ease up, the streets of downtown are once again filling up with families. We checked in with a few visitors about how they feel about being out and about once again.
Say hello.
Hello.
Well, I think we're all tired. I mean, certainly towards the beginning we were hunkered down quite a bit.
This is really our first time coming out, venturing out. I just say wear my mask and keep going.
The fact that we're outside, the weather's nice, it's just nice to kind of pretend it's normal a little bit.
I think people are just itching to get out again. I think it's great. Everything getting back to normal.
Build up the economy, bring back tourism. It's a beautiful place to come to, see the Alamo history.
Oh yeah, we came out to do the boat tour and the bus tour.
It's nice to see new things.
Vaccinations, I myself am vaccinated, my husband is, so that we feel more comfortable that way.
I think if people do social distancing, wear a mask. I don't think about enforcing that vaccine.
Just make sure we wash our hands, watch what we touch, try to stay social distancing, not get too close to people.
We're happy to follow all the guidelines just to try and keep everybody safe.
Have a good day.
Now, new at 5 with more people out and about, that means some more business for local retailers. And right now, businesses are hiring more workers, getting their merchandise ready for what could be a bigger and busier holiday season. Marla Ross, the owner of Adelante Boutique located at the Pearl, says that they have been very busy and they're seeing more people shopping. Ross says they've just hired 4 new people just in time for the busy holiday shopping season. And while she's excited about more business, she says the pandemic is still causing some challenges to retailers.
I think it's going to be a very robust Christmas. Well, last holiday season was really scary because we didn't know if we were going to be able to get any goods. And I definitely have some anxiety this year as well.
According to the National Retail Federation, consumers plan to spend an average of nearly $1,000 for themselves and their families this holiday season. That is on par with consumer spending last year, despite the continued supply chain issues experienced this year.
And thousands of businesses across the state could soon get money thanks to a grant program in the works. The state legislator added $180 million to support local hospitality and tourism businesses into Senate Bill 8, the federal pandemic relief bill. The Texas Restaurant Association says the program cannot reverse all the damage the industry has suffered, but it will help businesses rebuild. Tonight at 6, one local restaurant owner explains how the pandemic impacted her business and how the grant money could provide some much needed relief.
Another day with temperatures running above average. This morning we started at 63 and then we topped out at 83 degrees. But we're going to warm up even more as we get into this upcoming weekend. We'll talk about that in a bit. First off, out there right now, 90 along the Rio Grande in Del Rio right now, 87 Santa Maria, currently 85 degrees in Seguin. You look elsewhere, Bulverde 82, Universal City at 85. As we go through this evening, good weather for Friday night football. Just going to be a little sticky out there. Of course, you notice a bit of humidity in the air and mostly in the 70s later on this evening. 8 o'clock, 77, 10 o'clock, 72, and a calm wind. Some changes to talk about for the weekend and an update on the tropical system we're watching in the Pacific. Ursula?
Thank you, Adam. National Teen Driving Safety wrapping up, but one local high school plans to keep that safety message going.
Our Samuel King joins us now. Samuel, they want teens to make the right decisions behind the wheel.
John Paul and Ursula, James Madison High School and the Northeast ISD, they're planning an interactive event next week so students can see what can happen if they don't drive safely. Many more of the school's 3,000 students are on campus this year as opposed to last year, and many of them are drivers. Organizers say even for those who aren't drivers yet, learning safe behaviors can give them a head start.
It's important to make sure that our students are educated and that we're telling them if you continue to text and drive, you could get into an accident.
As I mentioned, that program will be held on Tuesday coming up at 6. A key fact about James Madison's location that makes driving behavior, safe driving behavior, all the more important. In traffic this evening, we have a couple of things here. We have a major closure on Loop 410, but let's take a look at Loop 410 right now. This is Jackson Keller had a major crash earlier, but that is starting to calm down, but still 14 minutes between 281 and I-10. This is a closure I mentioned starting at 8 this evening. Military to Marbach starting at 8 o'clock, going to be closed, the main lanes through the weekend, 5 a.m. Monday. And we'll have more on that coming up. Ursula, John Paul.
Thank you, Sam. Got a bone to pick with a certain company? You might want to turn to social media and try and get a resolution. But experts say before you put the company on full blast with a complaint for everyone to see, there's a better approach. We'll explain next.
KSAT 12 presents another Day of the Dead story, Building the Ofrenda. Brought to you by Toyota.
Ofrenda means offering, and on November 1st, these altars welcome back our loved ones to the world of the living. They're built with many pieces and parts, and each of them has a specific purpose. Water is one of nature's 4 elements, and after a spirit's long journey back to the world of the living, they may be thirsty. So leaving out a pitcher and a glass of water is a nice touch. It can be placed on the altar's 2nd level beside your other offerings. A clean soul is a happy soul, so your loved one may want to wash up. Many ofrendas will also include a basin, mirror, and a bar of soap. In this case, they're placed on the bottom level with other elements of purification. When I build my ofrenda, I make sure that I pour the water in a beautiful glass or cup, just as I would for any other special guest entering my home.
New at 5, how to get results from customer service. It's pretty easy to post on a company's social media site, venting your anger and your frustration. But before you do that, 12 on your side's Marilyn Moritz has the best ways to get some attention and results.
If you use social media to lodge complaints, you're not alone. Nearly every company, big and small, is on social media. So if you've got a beef, why not use it to resolve an issue? Consumer Report says it's a good idea, but to get results, use common courtesy and don't Twitter shame right off the bat.
Whatever platform you're using, try a direct message instead. Companies know you can put them on blast where everybody can see your message. So they may appreciate it when you don't.
That, he says, could get you a faster and more helpful response. And there are other benefits by going the private message route. It can help you avoid scams because no one can see your complaint except the company rep, especially important when dealing with financial services. And before you post or message, make sure you're reaching out to an official company account. On Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, an authentic account should have a check mark in a blue circle. And no matter how frustrated you may be,
it's important to be nice and not threaten the company in your DM. Remember, there's a person on the other side of that message.
A person you want on your side. And manage your expectations when it comes to a response. Don't expect something immediately. Give them at least a day or two. Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
Looking outside with live cam, it's a pretty day out there. Lots of sunshine today.
Looking like a good day for some baseball, Adam. Houston Astros.
Oh,
KSAT.
The Astros fan is in the house.
That's right.
It's not me. John Paul. We'll make that very clear. It's okay. But yes, good evening for Friday Night Football and, of course, baseball out there if you're still playing. Mornings are going to be foggy, though, for several days in a row. I know we've had some areas of fog the past couple of days. I think we're going to see even more of it in the days ahead. And temperatures unseasonably warm, even record challenging in a few days. Then we do have a cold front for the middle of next week to talk about and an update to that tropical system in the Pacific and what it means for our rain chances. So let's go over it all starting right now. 80 degrees currently with that bright sunshine. Dew point is 64. Oh, hey, and it looked like a little wasp there visiting our camera. Yeah, there's been a lot of those bugs flying around our various cameras. Well, whatever. Anyway, dew point is 64, so you notice the humidity outside. Temperatures mostly low to mid 80s. Of course, 90 degrees in the typically warmer locations. That's you, Carrizo Springs at 90. You, Del Rio 91, and Cotulla now at 89. But Kerrville 82, along with Rock Springs and Gonzales 83. I mentioned the mugginess. It's not overly humid outside. You just tend to notice it a little bit. And I do think the humidity is going to rise a little bit into the upcoming weekend. And I think that's going to give us some even thicker fog the next couple of mornings. You look at our future cast for visibility, and it's going to be reduced a bit here and there. Not everywhere, but here and there the next few mornings. And right now, this model's predicting, especially in parts of the hill country and up I-35 closer to Selma, Schertz, New Braunfels. By the afternoon, though, of course, that cloud cover lifts, breaks up, and we'll have some sunshine. Now, notice I mentioned dew points near 70 and lower 70, so even muggier this weekend and into Monday of next week. But an early Wednesday cold front, that's going to sweep away the humidity for the middle and end of next week. So it's going to feel a little more fall-like at that point in terms of lack of mugginess. Shower activity far south. We're talking Laredo, Corpus Christi, down toward Brownsville, especially down in the valley. That's where we have the action right now. And most of it's going to stay there. We've been talking about what was the weather wild card, this cluster of storms now organized into Tropical Storm Rick. This is south of Mexico right now. And this is in the Pacific, of course. Tropical Storm Rick, max sustained winds 40 miles per hour, likely to become a hurricane, moving northward, making landfall early Monday morning, and then the remnants of it moving over Mexico and then quickly screaming over our location by about Tuesday, Wednesday time frame. We were hoping this could give us some good rainfall, but it really just doesn't look like we're going to see much, if anything, out of it. This weekend, a 10% chance Saturday and Sunday. So the off chance of a rogue shower or two. Same story with Tuesday. By Early Wednesday morning, we have it at about a 20% chance. It's something to watch. We'll be modifying this a little bit, but right now we just don't have a lot of confidence in us getting much moisture out of the remnants of Rick. So foggy tomorrow morning with some low clouds lingering through the morning, then sunny by the afternoon. 67 early at sunrise, then 86 the high temperature, and of course you notice a bit of humidity in the air. Morning fog both Saturday and Sunday with those 10% rain chances and a south-southeasterly wind at about 5 to 15. Near 90 degrees on Sunday, and I think we'll be at 90 on Monday. The record high on Monday is 91, so that's going to be a close one. And then look at those mornings next week behind the cold front. Thursday, Friday, back in the 40s.
Ooh, like that. Thank you, Adam. All right, we're heading out to Orem Stadium, Alamo Heights. Big game tonight.
The champion band bus just in the background. A live preview when we come back here from Orem Stadium, and the Spurs have a little road test when we come back. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome live to Orem Stadium for the big game and our big game coverage tonight. Number 5, Alamo Heights Mules playing host to number 6, Champion Chargers, to see who takes over the lead in District 15-5A Division 2. Now, the Chargers are coming into this game with an overall record of 6-1, but undefeated in the district at 2-0. Their only loss this season was to El Campo, 55-10, but since that time, they've scored back-to-back wins in district, 17-0 over Medina Valley, 45-20 over Curvo Tivy. For the Alamo Heights Mules, they have run the table so far 7-0, including holding off Floresville 36-29 in their district opener, 47-7 over Medina Valley. Both teams boast dual threat quarterbacks in James Sobey for the Mules and Carson Kaiser for the Chargers.
Down to the 10, the 5, the 4, and he's in for the touchdown. 11:50 going in the game, and it's a 40.
All right, let's take a look at the schedule. Having little problems back home right now. Champion takes on Alamo Heights at Orem at 7 p.m. Floresville and Curvo Tivy to Antler at 7. Jay against number 1 Brennan at Gustafson Stadium. Lee against Clark at Ferris at 7 p.m. South San travels to Lenox to take on number 2 Steele. Judson at number 3 Smithson Valley at Ranger Stadium. Number 10 Reagan against Roosevelt at Comalander at 7. MacArthur and Churchill at Heroes at 7. How about New Braunfels Canyon Veterans Memorial at Rutledge? Buda Johnson travels to Seguin. Matador Stadium at 7. Dripping Springs and Harlandale at Harlandale Memorial Stadium. McCullum and Lehman at Shelton Stadium at 7:30. Kennedy and Highlands at Alamo. Sam Houston Memorial at Edgewood Veterans Stadium. Rio Grande City will take on Southwest Legacy at 7. Southwest will be in Laredo, take on Laredo Martin at Shirley Field. Bernie and Somerset will be in Bulldog Nation. Navarro travels to Wimberley. Catula and Randolph at Randolph Air Force Base. And Jordan will be against Cole at Fort Sam Houston at 7:30. Our big game coverage road trip has Larry and photographer Eddie Latigo headed down Highway 87 with their first stop at East Central High School to see if the Hornets can sting New Braunfels just like they did to Judson last week. Then it's down to Stockdale to catch the Brahmas against Dilley in the 15-3A Division II showdown, and finally pulling into Nixon Smiley to see if Mustangs can surprise number 3 Poth. And our San Antonio Spurs have their first road trip of the season, and it'll be in Denver tonight, 8 o'clock in Ball Arena for you. They have to take on Milwaukee tomorrow night at home in the AT&T Center. And don't forget to join us on the BGC app tonight for all the live games being broadcast by Texas Sports Productions. And then, of course, follow us on Twitter for the latest scores, and then on the night beat for all the highlights. Live from Orem Stadium, Greg Simmons, KSAT 12 Sports.
Gonna be a big night.
Yes, sir. Lots of football, and Adam already said it once. Great football weather today.
Absolutely. Short sleeves. We'll be right back.
Hey everybody, seeing some delays on Loop 35 inside of Loop 410, 29 minutes between the northeast side and downtown right now heading inbound, 20 minutes heading outbound. Just another reminder too, in south of downtown looking okay. Just a reminder too, this evening, 8 o'clock, this closure on the west side of Loop 410 between Military and Marbach runs through the weekend, and there's some delays, Adam, on 37 at Jones.
We got that Friday evening or late afternoon traffic. Temperatures are going to be above average this weekend. We'll be well into the 80s for highs tomorrow. We're low 80s Hill Country, but then 91 Carrizo Springs, 92 Catula. In and around San Antonio, mostly in the mid 80s. 87 Elmendorf, 85 Timberwood Park, and Helotes 84. Cold front hits next Wednesday.
Thank you, Adam, and thank you for watching the News at 5 with us.
Well, news is next.